Welcome to part 2 of the Statue of Liberty tutorial. Let's pick up right where we left off. Alright, last time we had just finished building our base here. And now we're going to be building the statue proper. So for that, I think let's start at... we had been kind of starting around the middle. But for this one, I think we're going to start here at the left corner. And for this, I think we need to pretty much start counting blocks. So we'll go from here, we'll go clockwise this direction for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then skip 1, and then this one, skip 2, 2 blocks, skip, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 6 iron blocks, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we're going to turn the corner and go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13 blocks. And then we want to go for 7 iron. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And turn the corner and go for 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12. And then that looks like 8 iron blocks. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right here, and then 1, skip 1, then 1, skip another one, and then go for 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 1 iron, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that's going to be the outer edge of the base of the statue. So behind that, now that we have that laid down, what we're going to do is, I think the iron blocks are pretty self-explanatory. They're pretty easy to look at and count. So that's what we're going to do. You've already got the outer edge that I counted. So use that as a reference point and place down, I think probably, you can either place the iron first and then fill in the rest with the copper, or you can do the copper and then the iron. Doesn't really matter which. Let me try and get a good top-down view of the section, though. All right, and then we'll scoot in a little. As I said in the last episode several times, the spiral staircase is a repeating pattern. So we're not going to be taking a look at that in this part because I've already beat that to death, and you should already know how to do the pattern. So just keep extending that up the next block level as we go. And here is the top section, which is actually the back of the statue. Right there. So we'll take a look at that from a more oblique angle. And then we will move on to the next phase. All right, now at the bottom here, I think let's start. A good place to start. I think we'll have to start here. So we're at the right edge now. So you should already have these blocks placed down. The spaces where we had the air blocks below this, this is actually a broken chain that the Statue of Liberty is, of course, standing on, hence the name Statue of Liberty. Over here we have a bit more of a broken chain and what's supposed to be a broken manacle as well. So we're going to build that first. You want to skip 2 blocks and then place for 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, then 2 here, 3 here, 1, skip 1 for 1, then 3 here, and 1 back there. All right. And I think what I'm going to do is that the important part of this is going to be counting the outer edges of everything here. So that's what I'm going to do. So, you know, welcome to part 2 of Charter Accounts Blocks. Which is essentially what the video is going to be. So we got a 1 here, then 4 there, 2 diagonal, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what? 6, 7, 8. And then one back here. One back there. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, and 2. All right, 1 there. Then 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. There. And then 2 out here. And then 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2 more. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 7, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 7, 8, and then 3 more there. All right. So I've counted out the outer edge of the statue we want to place down, and then behind that you want to place in the it's really optional iron superstructure, but it should be pretty easy to see what the, I mean, you know, the iron blocks have a very discrete texture line on them, so they're pretty easy to count by just looking at them. I'm going to zoom out a little here from the top down. We're going to take a look at that. All right. And I will leave the spiral staircase up to you. It's the last time I'm going to remark on that. So just remember, be extending up the spiral staircase as we go. All right, moving on to the next phase, our third phase for today. Let's see, where do I want to start? I mean, the organic shapes, they don't really have a good starting point, I think. Well, we're just going to have to pick a point somewhere here at the front and start. So you should already have these blocks laid down, so this would be a good reference point to place down your first 3 blocks here. And then I'm going to go clockwise around the statue. So 2, 2. For individual blocks here, for a 1, I'm just going to place it and not say it. So for here, if you want to space out your blocks a little bit, you have a 2 by 4, which here this is the broken manacle I was talking about. Still got the chain attached to it. Of course, the Statue of Liberty's feet are standing on the broken chains. Here for 1, 2, 3, 6, 2, 2, 3, 6, 3, 7, 4, 6, 2, 3, 3, 3, 5, 2, 2, 8, 5, 2, 3, 5, and 4. 2 diagonal, 3, and that one. All right, and then behind this, now that we've got our first bit of iron superstructure laid down, we have to have now the iron beams are going vertical. So let's take a look at the positions of those. We had extra thick iron beams down at the bottom to serve as a bit of a base plate for the statue to secure it into the pedestal and everything. All right. And we will move on to the next phase. Let's start somewhere around here where we started last time. And try and start around this area and just work our way up the statue. So we got 3 diagonal. 3. Another 3. 5. 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 9. 4. 3. 2, 3, 2. 4, 2, 3. 6. 7. 4, 2, and 4. Oh, and just in case it wasn't clear, I'm placing these torches here directly on top of the block you want to be placing. I'm just doing the counting out here to make sure we get everything right. It's sort of like a double check on it. All right, so behind that we have a little bit more iron right here. And then a lot of the iron is going to be around the spiral staircase. And then we're going to have some on the edges of the statue. To provide the structural support for all the copper sheeting that we're putting on it. All right, let's move on to the next phase. More counting blocks. We're going to do first. We're going to start somewhere around here for 2. 2 again, 3, 4, 2 and 2, 2 diagonal, 4, 6, 2 in front of that, 4, 3, 6, 10, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 1, 2, 3, 10, 2, and 1 more 2. All right, back here at the front, so let's take a look at the placement for the iron blocks. As you can see on the edges here, most of the iron bracing is going to be going straight up following the contours of the statue. And in the middle here, you can see we are making some X-shaped cross bracings for our central support column. So it looks more difficult than it actually is. I mean, once we get a couple more of these phases in, you're going to see they have a very logical and repeating sort of patterning to them. All right, moving on to the next phase. We'll start somewhere around here again for 3, 2, and 3. Actually, I'm going to skip counting 2s. I'm just going to count from 3 on upwards. 4, 3, 3, 4, 6, 9, 3 diagonal, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think. Yeah. And then a 3. All right, let's take a look at the iron blocks now. This one right here in the middle is just going to be going straight up all the way to the top. right, let's move on to the next phase. I'm going to start somewhere around here and place 3 blocks. Then 3 with an L shape. 4. 3. Another 3. 3. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 7, 8. Right? Yes. And then 1, 2, 3, 6, 3. There are 2s, and we're done. So let's take a look at the iron block placements now. And we'll move on to the next phase. Lots of phases to go, so we're going to start somewhere around here and place these 4 blocks right there. Three, another 3, 3, 5, 6, 8. 3, 11, 3 diagonal, 6, 8, 3, and that gets us back around to our start. All right, let's take a look now at the iron block placements. I think you've done enough of these now that you can see they're just following regular patterns. They're just being laid on the inside, following the contours of the exterior skin. And you can see here on the edges, these are just going straight up on the 4 corners. And in between those, we're putting an X pattern here for the iron cross bracing with the spiral staircase in the middle. It looks more complicated than it is, but once you know that, it's pretty easy to see what you're going to be doing. And one side is going to be just like the other 3. All right. Let's move on to the next phase. We'll start by placing these 4 blocks here in relation to what we've been doing down here. That'll be our starting point. Five, 7, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 3 with an L shape, 8, 3, 4, and that brings us back around to where we started. All right, quick look in here at the iron block placements. Gonna go a little quicker over these now that you've got the hang of it. You can see that they're pretty simple. And if you want to skip that and just build the exterior of the statue, you can do that as well. All right, these 4 go on top of the previous 4. So 3 with an L shape. 3, 4, 6, 3, 5, 3, 7, 3, 4, and that gets us back around to where we started. So behind this, we are now laying down some iron crossbeams to tie all our verticals together and everything with the exterior of the statue. And as you can see, this is pretty easy. What you want to do is you want to go behind the copper skin and just every block on the inside, put an iron block behind it. And then you can see here we've got the main square for the for our spiral staircase, and then you've just got a couple of cross members right here, there, there, and there that connect the outer ring to the spiral staircase. See, it's pretty simple, so I'll let you do that, and then we'll go on to the next phase. All right, again, this 4 on top of the previous 4s. Five, 6, 4, 3, 3 with an L shape and a straight 3, 6, 4, 3, and those last 2. All right, quick look here at the iron block placements. We're back to doing the verticals again. That's going to be our pattern. We're going to have verticals, and every several phases that'll be interfaced with the iron crossbeams. And that, of course, gives the Statue of Liberty its structural rigidity. If it didn't have that, the copper sheets would have been blown over by a storm long, long ago. All right, moving on to the next phase. We're going to start here and place 3. And 3 again, 3 diagonal. 5. 5. 3. 4. 4 again, 3. 3 diagonal. 4. 6. 'And that many there. All right, you can see what we're doing with the iron verticals behind that. We'll just take a quick look at those. And the X brace we have here is going to be the repeating pattern. So see, we're going to, just like we did down here with that, that's going to be, see, that's going to be the next part of the iron cross bracing that we're going to be doing on all 4 sides of the spiral staircase. So that's just going to be a repeating pattern. You've already built one module of that, so let's move on to the next phase. Place 4 there to start. Four. 4. That's going to be 5. That's another 5. 3, 6. 9. 3, 4, 5. And there we are. That brings us around. All right, so quick look at the iron bracing behind that. And we'll move on to the next phase. In fact, to simplify things a little, I'm going to not place the torches on the single blocks or the two. Oh, well, I broke it. Onto the single blocks or the twos. We're just going to do the starting blocks right here. Those two to start with. And then we'll just take a look at the rest of them in sequence, because it's pretty easy to tell ones and twos. But when we have like a 3 or a 4 or a higher number, I'm going to count those. All right, 4 there. 3, 6, 9, 11. 3, 9. And then 4 and the last one there. All right, let's take a look at the iron bracing behind that. And then we will move on to the next phase. We'll start by placing a 5 right there. Four. Another 4. 3, 4 again. 4, 3. 4, 5. 3, 4, and the last one. All right, quick look at the iron behind that. And we will move on to the next phase. Let's start with this block here. Just right there. Four. 3 3s. 4. 4. 3. 3. 5. 4. 4. And then a last 3. Let's take a look now at the iron behind that. And let's move on to the next phase. Now, quite a lot of phases to get through today. I want to keep this to a 3-parter, so I want to try and get up to around the tablet today. So here, let's start by placing down a 4 right there. And the next section here. 4 again. 3 in a corner. 4. 3. 4. 3. 5, 6. 9. 3 in a corner. 3. 3. And then 4, and then a last 2. All right, let's look at the iron behind that. And let's move on to the next phase. 4 right on top of the previous 4 that we started with. 3 diagonal. 3. 4. 4. 3. 3. 4, 5, 6, 9. 3 in the corner. 3. 3. And then that brings us around to the start. So behind that, you can see we've got another section of iron blocks right behind all the copper blocks. And then we have all of the iron cross beams connecting to each other for the next section. So if I dip down in here and we take a look at this, we can see this is following a pretty logical pattern. We can see the iron blocks are following like a little webbing on the inside to provide the structure of the statue. Now all the iron beams are going either vertical or horizontal in here with the cross members around the staircase. So it's a pretty simple design. So with that set, let's move on to the next phase. So we're going to start here and place down 6 blocks for our start. Then 3 diagonal. 3, 2, 3, 4 diagonal. 2, 3, 5. And then 6. 3. And then 1, 2, 3. 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 in a corner. 3. 3 again. 3, and then the last one. All right, quick look at the iron blocks behind that. You ought to have a good handle on where these are going to go. They're pretty simple repeating patterns, especially for the spiral staircase. It's really only the outer edges that can get a little tricky. All right, let's move on to the next phase. Let's start right here and place down our first 3. Then a 3 diagonal, a couple of 2s, a diagonal of 1, 2, 3, 4, then 6, 3 in a corner, 4, 4, 3, 3, 7, then 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3 in a corner, 3, 3, 3 in the corner, and then the last 2. All right, quick look at the iron inside. And we will move on to the next phase. All right, let's start here and place down 3. Lots of 1s and 2s. And then 2, 3, 6, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 3, 6, 7, 2, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. 3 in a corner, 3 that way, 4, and then 2 more 2s, and then we'll look at the iron. All right, let's move on to the next phase. Start here and start with a 2. And then various 1s and 2s after that. A diagonal of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with an extra one here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 5, 7, 9, a diagonal of 4, another 4, and then 3 to finish us off. All right, on to the next phase. Let's start here with 2, then 3 diagonal, 5, 4, 3, 10, 6, 3, another 3, 3 diagonal, 5, 4. Quick look at the iron. And we'll move on to the next phase. Let's start here with a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 diagonal, 3 in a corner, 2, 3, 4, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks, 4, 8. You could do 4 diagonal and then an extra one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, quick look at the iron behind that. And we will move on to the next phase. Let's start here again with another 2. Then a 4 diagonal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 7. 3 in a corner, and 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3. And then 4 to bring us back around. All right, quick look at the iron behind that. And we'll move on to the next phase. Let's start here again with another 2. 3 diagonal. 4, 3 in a corner. 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. 3, 3, 2, 3, 7, 3, 2 by 2, and then 4. All right, behind that, you can see we've got another section where we are doing the iron directly behind the copper, and then just connect with the cross beams to the core with the spiral staircase. All right, moving on to the next phase. Let's start with a 2 here again. 3, 7, 3 in a corner, 5, 6, 3, 3, 5, 5. Then here 3, and then 3, and then 3 like that, and then a 4 to bring us back around. All right, quick look at the ironwork behind that. And we will move on to the next phase. And for consistency, let's start here with another 2, 3, 3 in a corner, 3, 8, 3 in a corner, 5, 6, 5, 6, 3, and then 4 to bring us back around. All right, quick look at the iron. And let's move on to the next phase. Let's see, let's start here again with another 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 3, 3 in a corner. 2, 3, 8, 5, 6, 3, 3, 4, 3 diagonal, and then 4 to bring us back around. All right, quick look at the iron. And we'll go on to the next phase. Let's try and start here for 2, 5, 3 in the corner, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 3 diagonal, 6, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and final 3. All right, quick look at the iron behind that. And we will move on to the next phase. Let's see. We're going to start here, but we're going to start by placing a 5. Right there. Three in the corner. 5. 3 diagonal, 3 in a corner. 4. 6, 8. 4, 3, 5, 3, 4, and another 4 to bring us back around. All right, quick look at the iron behind that. And we will start the next phase. So let's see, it's getting harder to find a starting point. I think I'm just gonna have to start. I'm just have to start with a 2 here. Let's take a good look at that so you can kind of orientate yourself where that's gonna be. We had been starting here and going up, but now we're shifting over a little bit, starting here. So 1, 2, that's going to be 7. 6, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 3, 3, 3, 5, 3, 4, and 2 will bring us back around to where we started. All right, quick look at the iron behind that. And we will move on to the next phase. Let's see. I think we started around here on the last one, so let's put 3 right there. That'll be our starting point, and then 3, 3, 3, 4, 3 in corner, some diagonals, 6, 3, 3, and another 3, third 3, 5, and then 6. And then 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4 to bring us back around to our starting point. All right, so let's take a quick look here at the iron behind that. And we will move on to the next phase. Let's see, we kind of started here with the previous 3, so let's put 3 right on top of that one. And then start with that. You can see behind that we've got the iron and everything in a ring, and then the cross members behind that. Three and 4. 3, 4, 3, 3, 3 and 3, 3 again, 3, 6, 3, and 4. That'll bring us back around to where we started. So behind that, we'll take a quick look at the iron behind here. You know the drill. And we'll move on to the next phase. Let's see, this is the last 3 we put down here. So on top of that, let's start with a 5. Three, 4, 4, 3, 7, 3, 3, and 4. 3 in the corner, 6, 4 to bring us back around to where we started, and a look at the iron behind that. All right, next phase, let's put a 4 directly on top of our previous 4 as our starting point. Then we've got 3, 3, 3, another 3, lots of 3s. Yet another 3, 3 diagonal, a 4, 6, 3, 4s, 4 again, 5. and 4. And that'll bring us back around to our starting point. All right, let's move on to the next phase. Let's start with another 4 right here on top of the previous 4 as our starting point. Then 3, another 3, and 2s, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 diagonal, 4, gonna be a 6, another 4, 4 again, 5, and then 4 to bring us back around. All right, let's move on to the next phase. Let's see, we're now placing, let's start with a 3 right here. Start with the 3. And then a 4, 4, 3, 5, 3, 4. That's going to be another 6. 5, 4, 3, and then a 4 to bring us back around to our starting point. And all of the iron behind that. I think you've heard me talk about that enough, so let's just continue with try to count blocks, starting here with a 3. Four, 3, 3 diagonal, 6, then this assemblage of mostly 2s, a couple of 1s, 4s, let me see, it's another 6, 5, 4, and then a 4. All right, moving on to the next phase. We can get in a few more phases today. I think we're somewhere around halfway up the statue. That's about where I wanted to be today. So let's start here and place a 4 on top of our 3 there. Our starting point. So a 3, 4, 3 in a corner, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 5, 4, 5, 3, 3 in a corner, and a 2 will bring us back around to where we started. All right, let's do this phase and that one. And that's a pretty good amount of progress for today. So we'll reserve the rest of the statue for part 3, I think. But let's start here with the 4 on top of our previous 4 as the starting point. 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, right along there, 3, 1s and 2s, 3 in a corner, and then one more 2 will bring us back around to our starting point. All right, last phase for today. Let's start here on top of our last 4 by placing a 3, and then a 4, 3, 3, 3 in the corner, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 6, 3, and a 3, 3, 3 in a corner, and then a 2 to bring us back around. And then here, the whole thing from the top down, the whole slice. And this looks like a pretty good stopping point for today. We made quite a bit of progress. We counted an awful lot of blocks. And if I back up a little bit, that looks like it's about half the statue. So we will do probably the most difficult portions in part 3, I imagine, to finish off the series. So I hope you are having a lot of fun building the Statue of Liberty so far. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.